Hi, welcome to Free Spirit and welcome to another Spirit Message and Tip. And I love this card to illustrate this. Yes, never forget you are loved and love never dies. So this is an answer to what came up in the comments and what I always talk about, how to be a spiritual receiver and how to receive and interpret the messages, the impressions that you get. So in this video, I will cover in more detail how it works for me. And anyone who stops by, you can feel free to add in the comments what works for you. This is just to validate all who may stumble on this video that yes, you are receiving love, support, backing in oh so many ways. That you're quite literally a spiritual receiver. And that's what I want to say, because a lot of people get stuck on labels and that other people have abilities or skills, but you are quite literally a spiritual receiver. And I want to show in this video how to receive and interpret all your impressions along the way so you're open to receive all the love, support, backing. So everything we cover here, I'm going to put in the description box. I wrote out a little cheat sheet of just the questions that I will cover in here. How you receive messages, impressions, how are you doing that, how you can interpret them, how you will uncover your own ways of receiving best, how you can always rely on it to quote unquote to come through for you. Yes, that is so key, how you can always rely on it to come through for you and how you will start even living by it. That's number 6. And that is the most profound thing that happened to me along the way. It's not just when you're giving a message to someone else or if you're sitting down doing a reading. This is not just when you want to convey a message to someone. This is for you always as you go in life doing and working to feel as if you have quote unquote divine partners right along with you. You will quite literally receive help, support, guidance, love, support, backing. You are a spiritual receiver. So you fine tune how you receive and you will honor it even more as you go. It becomes quite second nature. What is amazing is that you will find out for yourself, you gather your own spiritual evidence along the way. I always call it quote unquote spiritual evidence along the way. You're going to gather your own spiritual evidence more than my words, more than anything you read or see anywhere else. You gather your own spiritual evidence along the way, which enables you to trust it more and more and more each time. You trust it and you trust yourself and what you get. And it builds. Here's to being and living as a great spiritual receiver. And this is to receive all the love, support, backing along the way. So the first thing I want to say is this is love. It is love. So a lot of people, I know there's been people out there in the quote unquote spiritual industry, they denounce or some people have a hard time configuring it against what they might have been brought up with religion-wise. I don't equate this or have it conflict with religion in any which way. This is actually an explanation mark on that. You know, they say if your religion is a practice and a belief, this is amplifying that already base foundation. This is your personal connection that's with you always. So I never think of it as either or. I don't find it conflicting with any religion. And why I'm saying that is I know some people have denounced anything spiritual in the sake of religion, but you're connecting to that in wherever you go, a church, a temple, wherever. It's the same thing. It's just you're carrying it with you, your direct connection. Never forget your love. Love never dies. It is love. It is just love. So I think there's a lot of fear. I already know not a lot of people will click on this video. A lot of people don't click on any of my videos. That's fine. There's still a lot of fear or I don't know what it is. But you are to a spiritual receiver. So let's cover the 6 things. In the video I will cover how do you receive messages and impressions. Now, some people have different talents, different areas. Like we can all play the piano. Some can play it easier. I call it's through your clairs. Your clear seeing, clear knowing, clear feeling. So everybody has all of those. And some of us are more finely tuned in certain areas. So you can really clearly feel things, clearly know things, clearly, right? So everybody has examples of that where you just have a knowing. You just know. Other things, you could see things. You can get visually feeling. A lot of people on this channel are empathetic or empathic and sensitive, and you're picking up, feeling the energy. Now, these are all just words, but we all have this. So like you walk into a room, you can feel the energy. You can feel the energy permeating off of someone. They may be saying one thing, but you're getting a whole other thing besides what they're saying. What I'm saying is you have these skills and talents all the time, these abilities all the time. How you receive messages and impressions is you're receiving, we're all energy. Soon science is going to catch up and give very scientific reasons for all of this, but we're all energy, we're all one. So how you're receiving messages, impressions, usually it's just picture you are a spiritual receiver, just like a phone. You're receiving all the time information and deciphering it. This is to be open to all that you're receiving through your clairs. So you know how in your brain you're consciously thinking a thought, but other times something can just land in there. Sometimes these messages and impressions, it's almost like something just came to you. The word epiphany, or a download, or you have a divine idea. Something comes in a different part of your brain besides, it's a receiving part of your brain rather than you consciously thinking it. You're going to decipher where it lands in your head. You're actually going to know. Another part of how you receive the messages, impressions, is it lands to you in a different resonance. So something will catch your eyes, your ears, or your feelings, and it has a different resonance to it, a different tone. How are you doing that? Number two, how are you doing that? Like I kind of said before, it's through your clair. So it's not so much, yes, you might see something with your actual eyes and hear something with your actual ears, but then you're interpreting it almost using your clairs in a way. You catching that at the right divine time and it lands in a certain way? What message are you getting? It kind of uses all your clairs all at once. So I kind of guide people not to try to label it so much as just receive it and notice how you're feeling and what information you're getting. How you're doing it is through all your clairs. How can you interpret them? Now this is really amazing. Sometimes, especially like before I'm doing a reading or before I'm trying to tackle something, I'm very open. And sometimes I get a song lyric, like something I haven't heard, and I know the meaning within the lyrics, or how you interpret them as something happens, but it means something else to you. And how you're interpreting them is you're going to learn along the way. Is number four. It's kind of a combination, how you're going to uncover your own ways of receiving best. Along the way, you're going to know. It's almost like, you know how we have the English language to communicate? You're communicating with love. Love will use the different ways to communicate to you, and it's through the messages. Say they don't have the exact words. We're not using words, right? So whatever else you can receive information best is what they use. So you can trust whatever ability you have is how they use it. Like I always say on the channel, for example, when I was younger, I would receive spirit messages all the time. It's in words. A lot of it was auto writing, and I would just quickly write down exactly what I was getting, what I was receiving, and it was like well beyond my years. In fact, when I was younger, what was so amazing about it, it's not so much now, but when I was younger, I think it was done in this way so I would receive it best, but it would rhyme like Dr. Seuss. It would be really profound spiritual things, but and guidance, loving guidance, but in a rhyming fashion like Dr. Seuss. I guess it had to be playful so I would receive it. But now as I got older, I just received the information. But what I'm saying is you're going to uncover the ways that you receive it best. So is it visually? Is it with words? Are you auto writing? Are you you're gonna uncover, and they know already. So you're gonna catch up and uncover the ways that you receive it best, and that's gonna be your way of receiving best. So it could differ from other people. Don't compare yourself to other people. And number 5 is how you can always rely on it to come through for you. This is so huge. You can rely on it to come through for you. You're surrounded by love, support, backing all the time. Sometimes we're very consumed that we're not open to it. So if you just clear out, do something else that takes you out of the moment so your mind is a little clearer, you'll be amazed that you get great insight, guidance, help, a great idea. That's why I always say exercise is great, just cooking in the kitchen is great, taking a shower is great, the bathroom is so great. I don't know why. I think we release a lot in the bathroom, like when we're showering. When you're doing something that's clearing out, you'll find something drop in. So yes, and number 6 is how you will start even living by it. Yeah, you live by it because it gives you a greater perspective. You know you have love, support, guidance, that it could drop in and help you along the way. You could really feel like you have divine partners and trust that, that if you're tackling. So what I was saying is this is not just for when you convey a message to someone else or when you're sitting down doing a reading for yourself or others or on a specific thing, but as you live your life, as you go in life doing and working, to really feel that you have divine partners right along with you. And those are not just words. Where very much when I'm working, I feel like I'm open to receive whatever guidance. So it's like, am I getting that I should call this person? Am I getting this is the perfect time to email this person? In the morning, I'm like, being open to the love, support, guidance to come in. It's not, don't wait for like a booming voice. What I'm saying is you're going to see where it lands in your head. You're going to get the guidance. Another thing you'll get is things appearing in your life to show love, support, backing. You might find a picture of someone passed on all of a sudden pop up on your phone. A repeating name coming in your life, and maybe a loved one passed on has that name. He's trying to say, I'm rooting you on. Whatever, how it lands and how you interpret it, just stay open. What I'm saying is everything I mention as examples, Spirit uses everything in your life, basically. I mean, what I always call it a little private spiritual education. We all learn differently. We all interpret differently. We all receive differently. It's just examples. But I guess I want to do this video to absolutely validate you that you have this divine connection yourself. You have these abilities yourself. And it's not just in a particular moment in time when you're trying to sit down for a reading or get something. It's always there for you as you live your life and work. When you get divine guidance and divine ideas, and very often like how writers talk about, something just came over me, I felt like I had help writing this, or people are painting or designing something. It's like something, you're connecting with something else and you're the outpouring here, very much like that. But you will quite literally receive help, support, guidance, love, support, backing. This is what I'm saying. You are a spiritual receiver, so just fine tune how you receive, and you're going to honor it even more as you go, and it really does become quite second nature. In fact, when asked this question, it's very hard to put it in words. It does become second nature, and what's amazing is that you're going to find out for yourself, besides what I'm saying here, that you gather your own spiritual evidence along the way. You just do. And what that does is it enables you to trust it more and more each time. To trust it, to trust yourself, and trust what you get. And here is to being and living as a great spiritual receiver. And I'm doing this because this is to receive all the love, support, backing all along the way. And I wish that for everyone to feel that all along the way and stay open to that in all the ways that it comes, and to absolutely know that you are already a spiritual receiver, and how to be that spiritual receiver, and how to receive and interpret the messages and the impressions that you get, so you quite literally feel and trust and know and receive the love, support, backing for your life, all through your life. Yes, so this has been the video to cover all that for you. And if you or anyone who stumbles on this video that wants to elaborate or share how they receive and interpret messages and impressions, feel free to leave in the comments for others to stumble on and find too. And I just want to support everybody with that, because there's something about that when I say love, support, backing, everything I say sounds like just words sometimes when I hear myself say the words. What I'm saying is, when you really feel that, know that, and trust that, when life goes up, down, left, right, sideways, spilt over, there's something in your back pocket that you really do feel that love, support, backing all along the way, and it's there for you. I love this part about quite literally that you will find that you trust it, it's there for you all along the way. That you quite literally, this is what they want you to know, as you go in life doing and working, to feel as if you have divine partners right along with you. And there's something so soothing about that. There's something, it just honked outside, but there's something about this that is a little bit, well, it's all beyond words. As I'm struggling for the words, it is all beyond words. So I gather I'll just end it with here. Never forget you are loved, and love never dies. And that's literally what you're connected to. It's love. I'm going to how it began. It's love that you're connecting to. And yeah, I wish you the best. And this was how to be a spiritual receiver, and how to receive and interpret messages and impressions so you feel love, support, backing all through your life. Take care. Bye-bye.